So let me say something that might sound very offensive. If land is cheap in Abuja, there is a good reason for it. And this is because Abuja is not short of buyers, Abuja is not short of demand, and most definitely, Abuja is not short of people willing to pay for good land. So when you see land being sold far below the market price, especially inside the city, you should not be excited. You should be suspicious. And today, I want to explain why cheap land in Abuja, especially community land located inside villages that already exist in the city, is one of the most expensive mistakes you could ever make. Not just financially, but also mentally, emotionally, and lifestyle-wise. So I've been in Abuja real estate long enough to notice a pattern. Someone calls and say, "Yo, bro, I just bought a land very cheap inside Abuja city." Then I ask one question: who owns the land? And the answer is usually the community. Now listen carefully. Community land is not evil, but community land inside Abuja city is one of the most misunderstood and abused real estate assets in Nigeria. People think cheap land means opportunity, but in reality, cheap land means you are buying future problems at a discount. Let me explain. Community land is land that is traditionally owned by local villagers or indigenous families. And here's the tricky part now. Most of these villages now sit inside prime Abuja districts. Places like Lube Axis, Lokogoma, Durumi, Kwagwalada, Gwarimpa Extension, most of the airport corridor. We have villages like Chika, Karimajiji. All these are locations that have community land mixed with the city. So on the surface, it looks like a cheat code. You are thinking, wait, this land is inside the city and it's even half price. Yes, but you are not buying certainty. You are certainly buying a risk. So here's the first expensive mistake. When you buy community land, you don't truly finish paying. You pay the first family, then another family emerges, then the youth levy, then the development levy, then the security, then settlements, then court case contributions, and suddenly that cheap land has cost you more than a government allocated plot. A saying by famous real estate investor: cheap upfront cost, unlimited hidden expenses. And worst of all, there is no receipt for peace of mind. Problem number 2, you don't own the land, you negotiate your existence. Let's be honest. In many community-controlled villages inside Abuja, you are not a landowner, you are just simply a guest. For your fence, it's negotiated. For your building height, it's negotiated. For your access road, it's negotiated. For your tenants, it's negotiated. You are constantly asking for permission for something that you supposedly bought. That's not ownership. That's simply stress with documentation. Problem number 3, the location affects your mindset. This part is rarely talked about. Where you live shapes how you think. Many of these community villages inside Abuja have poor road network, irregular power supply, no planning discipline, no drainage planning, no zoning discipline, no estate rules, and no long-term vision. You wake up every day navigating chaos. Over time, it does something dangerous. It normalizes disorder. You start thinking small, you start planning short-term, you stop expecting excellence, and whether you like it or not, your environment trains your mindset. That's why high-growth people gravitate towards structured estates, planned layouts, order, and predictability, because success thrives in systems and not in survival mode. Problem number 4, resale is a nightmare. Here is a harsh truth. Most people who buy community land cannot resell it easily. Why, you may ask? Banks wouldn't touch it. Smart investors avoid it. Diasporans fear it. Developers don't trust it. So when you need liquidity, you are stuck. And suddenly, that cheap land becomes illiquid, unattractive, and discounted again. You save money buying it, but you lose money trying to exit from it. Problem number 5, government always wins. Let me say this clearly. In Abuja, the government always has the final say. So many community lands are sitting on future road expansions, urban renewal zones, reclaimed areas, and even some master plan conflicts. So when government steps in, compensation goes to the original owners, not buyers without proper allocation. And once again, this cheap land becomes more expensive. So what's the real cost of this cheap land? So when you add everything up, you have endless payments, you have legal uncertainty, you have lifestyle compromise, you have mental stress, you have poor resale value, and you have government risk. So that cheap 5 million naira land could easily cost you 15 million to 20 million over time, not counting the opportunity cost of what you have bought instead. So smart real estate investment is not about buying cheap lands, it's about buying clear. Clear ownership, clear title, clear exit, clear future. So in Abuja, cheap land is rarely cheap. It is just expensive in installments. So if you want land that grows your wealth instead of draining your peace, you need to understand the system and not fight it. And that's exactly what I help people do. For more real estate insights, click on the like button, subscribe, and share to as many people as possible that has interest in investing in Abuja.